once before. Tie me to this mental road. Running, fighting, moving through the highs and lows. Beat me down once before. Tie me to this mental road. Running, fighting, moving through the highs and lows. Oh gee golly, they go a winning. Stupidity out of high. All right, what's going on? What's going down? What's happening with my people out there? PAIDLEE, not for the weak. Or let's rewind. Let's calm down a little bit. Hello, everyone. I am your host, PAIDLEE. This is Not for the Weak podcast, and this is episode 48. You are currently watching. As you could tell, as you could see, as you could feel, it's a whole different vibe, man. I got a couple things, a desk, got the candle up in here lit, fired up, rose. We got some decorations in the bag that don't look so, I don't know, random. Everything back here is pretty much meaningful to me. These pictures right here, I found them at a thrift store. I was gonna say shout out Macklemore, but I don't even know what he does anymore or whatever. But I'll just think about that because I got that at the thrift store, and there's a song called. I don't know what that song's called, but you guys know. I'm gonna about some tag. Anyways, I got these at the thrift store. Everything else is pretty much me and my wife right here. You know, I got her on display. Shout out to her. She got me this microphone that you see right here. You know what I'm saying? I had to upgrade, amplify the quality of the audio. And shout out to her for getting me this microphone. It was a surprise. She just got it. Said, here you go. I said, well, damn. You must want a baby, huh? Just kidding. I'm a little dumb. But anyways, it's just that. I have the Russ CDs right here. This is Santiago. This is also Santiago, but just flipped around. This is the front. This is the back. And the Wild City, yes, they're all signed. You know what I mean? I fuck with Russ, obviously. If you've seen videos prior to this, you know Russ is in my top 5 of artists at the moment, and he's kind of been in my top 5 for a cool minute. But yeah, those CDs, records. This is the day me and my wife got married right here. Nice photos were taken, good memories, and things of that nature. Me and my nephew, me and my few. I got I got twice, just up there and then right there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just had to upgrade a little bit. A lot of people were telling me, well, not a lot, like I'm just hella famous or something. Excuse me. But people were telling me basically to rebrand, to upgrade the look, upgrade the quality of the vibe, the audio, and things of that nature. So, yeah. Thank you guys for giving me that feedback. I don't listen to everybody because everybody isn't really worth listening to be honest. It sounds fucked up and mean, but that's just what it is. Yeah, man, 48. Thank you guys. Please like and subscribe to this channel right here. I will post the link in the description to where you can watch episodes 1 through 46 at. They will all be there as well. For any business inquiries, any advice you need, any show support. If you want to show support, or if you'd like to ask me any questions, anything that's been on your mind heavy, or you just want to vent, or whatever the case may be, to do that, that email will be bookieblender24@gmail.com. Again, that is BOOKIEBLENDER24@gmail.com. One more time, bookieblender24@gmail.com. That's for any business inquiries, advice that you need, any questions you'd like to ask me, or just to show support. Soon enough, I will have a voicemail, so where you can leave me voicemails, to where that'll be easier in the future. What else is on the agenda before we get into this? For any donations, if you'd like to give any donations to the podcast, such as more studio equipment like this, any upgrades that I can use or need or be essential to this platform, I will leave that picture or thing, whatever, to scan right here. But that will be on Cash App only for right now. But that will be money sign not for the week pod. Again, if you'd like to leave any donations, that'll be there for you. You don't have to. I don't care if it's $1. If it's $1, I love you to death for that $1, because $1 goes a long way in this, overpriced ass world or country or whatever you want to call it that we're living in currently. So anything helps. You know what I mean? But I'm not also begging. I'd rather you tune into what I'm saying than have to give money to what you're, shit's already hard. So anyways, anything else I have to punch in or plug in? Oh yeah, show up for yourself mug. I believe I got it at TJ Maxx. Either TJ Maxx or Home Goods. So if you're looking for a cup like that or something like that, or just something to motivate you for the day, show up for yourself. Yeah, TJ Maxx, Burlington, something like that. Twitter, Instagram, X, formerly known as Twitter, is all the same @. It's @PAIDLEE. If you want to follow me on any of those platforms, all my music platforms is also PAIDLEE. If you want to listen to any music of mine, Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, I'm literally on all the platforms under PAIDLEE. So if you want to listen to any of that, listen to that as well. And last but not least, my TikTok is PAIDLEE0. That's the only thing that's not PAIDLEE is my TikTok. My TikTok is PAIDLEE0 if you want to follow me on that. Looking ass. I need a drink. It's a lot. I haven't done. I'm trying to have a new approach to this shit. You know what I mean? Kind of like a more professional approach, more of a businessman approach. So that's why I'm trying to plug everything first. Before we get into all this shit, get it in early and just go from there. All right. I do want to get into the emails first. Because as I said, you can email me for anything. I've only received one email so far, so we will get that done first. Usually I see podcasts and stuff, they do it at the end, towards the end. But I want to switch it up and do it different for mine. And see how it goes. If I'm getting a bunch of weird or negative ass questions and just a bunch of weird shit thrown my way, then I'm going to read it last. Which I really wouldn't know, I guess. But, like, as I'm recording, if I get some weird shit, then I'm like, yeah, no, we're switching that shit up. We're doing it last. And I get my spill over with first. But for now, let's go. All right. Okay, the subtitle is Questions Not for the Weak. I will not say the name of the person, but I know who they are. They follow me on Instagram. I've never met the guy in person yet, but shout out to you. Anyways, let's go. Questions Not for the Weak. Say you are there financially free. You have built wealth at this point, and you have everything you ever would need and want. Okay. What would you do? All right, sorry. What would you do once you have crossed that path? So I see it's. He asked me 5 questions. Damn. Okay. All right. Thank you, bro. He asked me 5 questions. I fuck with that. Given the fact that he's the only one that emailed me, it's cool. But later down the line, if we do get overloaded with emails, we'll kind of minimize how many questions we ask and things of that nature. But I fuck with it. All right, let's go. What would you do once you have crossed that path? What would your next goal be? Are you planning to give back in some way? When do you see yourself crossing this path? And last question, what do you think will push you the most to get there? Stars walk among us. Okay. First of all, bro, thank you for the email. I appreciate it. I appreciate you tuning in, watching whatever I do, listening to whatever I got going on. I fucks with you. Thank you. I guess let's just kind of pick this apart one by one. What would you do once you have crossed that path? Once I've crossed that path. So the main thing is you have built wealth at this point, and you have everything you would ever need and want. Okay. What would you do once you have crossed that path? That's an interesting question. What would I do once I cross the path of having everything I've ever wanted and needed? I don't know, bro. That's honestly really hard to say because the human part of me would kind of want more. Like, I feel like everybody wants more. Everybody would want to do more. So even though people have everything they want and need, I hear this all the time with celebrities and shit like that. Even though they have everything they want and need, there's still always a desire for more or to obtain more or to achieve more once you got it. So I think once I get to the path of, all right, these are my goals. This is what I set out to do. This is everything I set out, like everything I planned for myself, and I achieved it. I feel like once I get to that point, I'm going to be like, all right, what's next on the agenda? Naturally, as a human, I just feel like that's the most natural, real thing. And, excuse me, personally, I think that's probably where I'd go with it. Mentally. Is what's the next move? What would your next goal be? My next goal, if I had everything I wanted and needed, my next goal would be, I don't know, man. It's so hard, bro, to really answer these because it's like I've never honestly really wrote down what I want and need in my life. You know what I'm saying? I just have pretty much a general idea of I want to be financially free and I want to live comfortable. That's pretty much everybody and everything. But yeah, I don't know, bro. It's really hard to tell because I never really sat down alone and just really thought about that shit. Like, if I ever, like for one, what do I want and need in my life for like for a forever type of thing, if that's what you're asking. Um, I don't know, bro. I think my next goal, realistically, if I had everything I wanted and needed, would be to pass it on to the people that I can actually trust or fuck with, or that listen to me, on a daily, or just listen to me periodically, whatever. So I think my next goal would be to teach rather than to take away and leech or just kind of like boss around. I think my next goal would to be to educate, to teach, and to just see how I can be a vessel, or how I can be not a tool as in like dumb, obviously, but like how can I be special to other people in their lives and shit? How can I like improve other people's lives as well as mine? You know. Question number 3: are you planning to give back in some way? Of course. That is one thing that I work hard for. That is one of the things that I have this podcast for. Is to give back in the way of me just giving my words, giving encouragement, giving things like that. But if I have everything I ever wanted and needed in life, of course I would give back. And not just saying that for like the camera's sake and shit, but just the Aquarius in me, the humanitarian in me, bro. I just feel like I would feel weird for not giving back. Like, I don't know, people that have everything in the world but don't give back, or just, and for one, I will say you don't have to give back at all. Like, I'm not gonna say that either. Like, just because you have money or have something going does not mean you have to help people out. Now that sounds fucked up too, but just because you have it doesn't mean you have to give it all away at the same time. But needless to say, I feel like I would just, I would get back, bro. To simply answer your question, I would get back. In more than one ways, though. It wouldn't be just money. Like, I'm not just going to be handing out money and shit, because I feel like you don't ever really learn that way. It just gets you more comfortable with asking me for money. You know what I mean? Like, if you just keep coming to me and asking me for money and I give it to you every time, no hesitation, no, like, what do you need it for? Like, no, nothing. You just get more comfortable with asking me, and you never really do what you need to do because you're just dependent on me giving you money or whatever the case may be. So, yeah. I would get back, though, for sure. Question number 4. When do you see yourself crossing this path? If we're talking about the financially free part, we are in 2025. I am 28 years old right now. I will be 29 next year in February. But, when do I see myself financially free, bro? I honestly say within the next 5 years, because I feel like the time I was born until I was 21 was really the time, or really was the times for me to get all the bullshit out, if you will. Get all the partying, get all the pills, get all the bullshit out. You know what I'm saying? Basically just see myself within the next 5 years being financially free. I feel like all my years, like I said, all my years from when I was born to 21, I got all the bullshit out the way. Been there, done all that. So now then I'm at the stage where I'm between 22 and 30. I'm getting to the point now to where life is hitting a little bit harder. You know, reality's setting in a little bit more deep, because it's like, okay, Um, Parents are, well, I've always lived with my grandparents, but whatever. Parents, grandparents. I've lived with them till I was 21. Like, I didn't pay rent or nothing like that. They pretty much provided, they provided everything for real. The food, the lights, the whole shit. So after you move out and do your own thing and become an adult and do your own shit, during that time you really find out who you are and who you want to become. So I feel like the stages between 22 and 30 really molded me to really be like, okay, all my fuck ups between newborn and 21 is now getting me in the rebuilding stages of 22 and 30. So pretty much all that to say, bro, I feel like in the next 5 years will be, I'll say, yeah, between now and 5 years, I'll be financially free and I'll cross that path to have everything I've ever wanted and everything I've ever needed. Because like I said, I've been through the bullshit. Now I'm in the rebuilding stages. And I feel like I've kind of planted those seeds early on through the fuck ups to get me where I am now. Like, if I didn't go through all that shit, then I would probably still be doing dumb shit or I would just start to be doing dumb shit because I never got out of my system. I never learned from it. So on and so forth. So I feel like, I think I'll be financially free just in the aspect of setting myself up for it. Failing then to be successful now or, later, whatever the case may be. So to simply answer your question, between 2025 and 2030, I see myself being financially free and, so to speak, crossing that path or crossing over to being to having everything I've ever wanted and needed. So last but not least, and then I'm going really deep into these questions, guys, because like I said, he's the only person that sent me the email, so we might as well, go full in depth. Last question. What do you think will push you the most to get there? I think what will push me the most to be financially free is being tired of being tired. Being tired of struggling. Being tired of having to wake up and show up to a 9 to 5 every day. Because I do work a 9 to 5. And I am one of those people that will say, if you don't have nothing going on and you're living a fake ass trap dream, bro, get a 9 to 5, go to a trade school and do your shit that way. But either way, I feel like that'll push me to be financially free in a non 9 to 5 aspect. Just given the fact that I don't want to be doing that shit forever. I don't want to be clocking in and out for work. I don't want to be clocking in and out for lunch breaks and all that shit. I want to take a lunch whenever I want to, at whatever time I want to, on my accord. And if I want to drive 2 hours away to take a lunch on my time, I'll be able to do so. So I feel like those things will push me to get there. Getting older pushes me to achieve something, obtain something, leave some type of legacy behind. Seeing loved ones pass away, family. I mean, I already said, loved ones, family, same thing. But friends, family, seeing them pass away and go, that also pushes you to other limits because it's like you never know, bro. Life is short as hell. So that also will push me to get there, Losing people, not wanting to work a 9 to 5, and just wanting the best for myself and those that care about me is what will push me to be financially free, and will also give me the accessibility and power in a non-abusive way to give back, so yeah, man, those were some really good questions, bro. I fuck with it. Like I said before, thank you. Everybody out there, don't be afraid to ask me questions. I won't spend a super long time like this, answering the questions and stuff. Not that it's bad, but just ask me questions, whatever you want to feel. To my boy that asked me these questions, I hope I answered your questions in ways you feel it's helpful to you, or someone around you. I did my best. But yeah, fuck with it, bro. Thank you so much. All right, guys. Well, now that we got that cleared out the way, a lot of talking. I missed you guys, bro. Even though I always say we were bragging, blah, blah, blah. It's only been like a couple weeks, yada, yada. Like I tell you guys, like I've said before, if it's been a couple weeks or a month, it still feels like an eternity that I haven't talked to you guys and sat down. Now they've got the new vibe going. I feel way more comfortable. I don't have a squeaky ass chair no more. Got a new chair, desk. Got the laptop out. We're good. One thing I want to implement is the paid smoke break. I've said it in one episode, I believe, but I want to really kind of bring it to the forefront now. If you have any type of device such as mine, or you have like a blunt or a nectar collector, something like that, paid smoke break is just a time where we just relax, unwind after we do a little spill like that, after we get out the after we get done plugging in all the social medias and things like that, we just relax a little bit, take a little smoke break, and then we get into the serious shit. Cheers, everybody who's out there smoking, toking, doing their thing. All right. 3, 2, 1. Cheers, everybody. My friend is up here right here, man. All right, and we are back from the paid smoke break, and it's kind of like a double meaning, because my name is PAIDLEE, so it's like paid smoke break, but it's also paid smoke break because on the job site, y'all know the motherfuckers that be taking a cigarette smoke break every 5 minutes, every 10 minutes, every 15 minutes. They taking a fucking smoke break. Now, I'm not going to sit here and bash people that smoke cigarettes. I personally, hell no. Like, bro, if you ever see me smoking a cigarette, then call somebody, like, for real. Because of that, yeah, no. Not bashing it, though. But, yeah, like, the motherfuckers that be smoking every 5 minutes. So this is kind of like that, like a double meaning. Paid smoke break, paid smoke break. Smoking on the clock. But I wanted to get into a few things today. Wanted to get into a few things, man. One of the things that's really been on my mind, or on my heart rather heavy. Be a father to your kid, fuck nigga. Be a father to your kid, fuck nigga. What? Huh, bitch? Be a father to your kid, fuck nigga. Look, I I am tired of you cool, tough ass niggas online, in the street, out in public, acting like you're about something, acting like you're tough, acting like you're this and you're that, and you're not taking care of the main thing, the home front. Fuck. I'm not like when I say fuck the women, like not fuck them like in entirety, obviously, right? But like a lot of you niggas are out here on some bullshit. Ah, bruh, it's the female, the bitch, like, bro, the kid. If the woman is not stopping you from, if the woman is not stopping you from seeing your kids, nigga, fuck that bitch. Respectfully. I mean, I can't even say respectfully because I just said bitch, but fuck that girl, man. Like, I feel like, and I'm, maybe I can't even really say shit because I don't have a kid of my own. Whoop-de-doo, right? But niggas that blame the woman for not seeing their kid when the woman is open to you seeing the kid at any time, you a weirdo, nigga, and you know it. And that type of shit I don't condone. And it's just it's like a weird thing, right? Because I'm saying this shit, but I also have never just went up to a nigga and be like, bitch ass nigga, watch your kids. Bitch ass nigga, take care of your kids. I haven't done that. I haven't took that approach. So I mean, it's like it's just a sticky situation of that, and not that I'm scared because I'm saying it right now, but it's just like I only say it's sticky because it's like you don't really just want to walk up to a nigga and just get in his business, put his business on 4th Street. But in your mind, you're just thinking like, bro, this dude is, every time you look at him, where the hoes at, bruh? Where that bitch is at, bruh? Some like, where the weed, where the drink, like, bro, where are your kids at, nigga? Niggas be asking the wrong, or asking and worried about the wrong shit. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I think it's just cause of personal experiences. And not saying that my dad's like that. I fuck with my dad. Me and my dad are like this. We're cool. I can text my dad, call my dad right now. He's one of my biggest supporters in music. You know? But it's not the same. Not hard. Not I'm not really gonna get into my personal shit, but basically I just feel like where my anger and rage comes from is just personal shit, you know? Like I said, me and my dad are cool. Me and my mom, I'm not saying we're bad, but just it's kind of awkward, you know? It's not 100% of what I believe it could be in simple terms. But anyways, I just feel like people that don't take care of their kids, especially fathers that don't take care of their kids, bro, I don't like that pussy ass shit because those are the main dudes, the main niggas that put on a facade and like a fucking, like, be the main ones to have the chest out and shit. When it's like, bruh, if you can't even take care of your own, literally your own, so cut the act, cut the fucking front, take off the Jim Carrey mask, and take care of your own. I mean, take care of your home front in the sense of your kid. Now, if some relationships and shit have it to where the woman won't let the man see the kid and shit, which is fucked up, obviously. Like, now that's a whole different situation. I've seen that too, which is fucked up. The woman would be so invested in the man that she really don't even give a fuck about the kid. She's really just using the kid as like a guinea pig to like get at the nigga or like stab at the nigga, like, you know, try to like, well, you can't see the kid unless you like, I don't know, see me or blah blah blah. Like, I don't even like to say it because it's just so fucking weird, but it's the truth though. That shit happens too. So that shit happens to you as a man. I'm sorry, bro, because that shit is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? A lot of good men, a lot of men that try to be fathers get fucked over. You know, a lot of fathers that don't try to be in the kid's life and shit. They're just kind of like, oh, well, he's not going to do it. Said he's not going to do it. So, whatever. It's like, damn, okay. But the nigga that's trying and doing his best and breaking his back has to do this, and this. So, you know, I get that perspective too. But this is strictly for the dudes out there that can and are able to see their kid and just choose not to provide, not to do nothing. That shit is lame to me. Which also, you know, leads me to another point about the YN shit. Like, a lot of people say YNs. I feel like a lot of that YN shit is because you niggas aren't in your kids' lives. A lot of you dudes are not in the kids' lives, so they're becoming, I can't even say a YN, because YN is literally just young nigga, which is borderline some racist shit to call a black kid that may look like he's bad or whatever the fuck. Anyways, so I just feel like with that, bro, that also causes the YNs and shit. It's just fatherless homes, absent fathers. You niggas rather fuck, lick, and bite on everything in sight than, you know, be present for your kid. Which also gets me because it's like, bruh, let's be real. Majority of the time, 80% of the time, bro, we know what we're doing. Come on, let's be honest, bro. As far as like the men perspective. Now, pre-cum and shit, that's kind of like, I guess it's kind of like, damn, okay? But y'all know what y'all be doing anyways, having sex unprotected. We're not going to get too, I was going to say we're not going to get too deep into that. That sounds crazy talking about sex. But no, we're not going to get too involved into that. But it's just like, you guys know what you're doing, bro, having unprotected sex. And then you know what you're doing even furthermore when you're releasing inside of the person that you're having intercourse with. And then you try to play dumb or act like clueless when the person you're with says they're pregnant. Bro. Come on. You knew what you were doing. Even you being drunk, like a lot of y'all say, you still know what you're doing, bro. In that instance, in that moment, you know what you're doing. You don't get a plan B or nothing. You're just digging yourself in a deeper hole, like you are putting it out there to be. If you don't want, if that's not what you want, apparently, because you ain't in the kid's life. So yeah, I just feel like, man, and women, I can't just blame it on the men, because y'all know, just as them, they don't have no protection on. You're all just doing this shit for the feeling and the thrill and the pleasure too. But later down the line, trying to say like, oh, well, blah, 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 he ain't shit, he ain't blah, blah, blah. You knew he wasn't shit before that. You knew he wasn't shit before the unprotected sex. Man, look, okay. I'm not going to get too much into that shit, bro. But you guys just know what the fuck you're doing when you're doing it. Let's get into a little statistics, a little stats, if you will, about this, because I don't want to just be rambling on about this shit. I got to give you guys a little education, a little knowledge, if you will, about all this. All right, it says, and all this is everything you can look up yourself. Google, I don't use Wikipedia, but Google National Father Initiative, America First Policy Institute. You can look up some AI shit or whatever, as much you guys are using to look up all this information. But here it says, recent reports indicate that approximately 25% of children in America live without a father in the home. This percentage has remained relatively stable in recent years, but it is a significant increase from previous decades. A breakdown of statistics on absent fathers. All right. So this looks like from 2023. I'll just go over it real quick and then, we'll move on. Excuse me. Total number in 2023, about 19 million children under age 18 live without a father in their household. Damn. 19 million children under age 18 live without a father in their household. That's nuts. Leading causes. Factors contributing to this trend include declining marriage rates, high rates of divorce, and births to unmarried women. Same shit I was talking about, bro. Like, because of the woman or the man. I hope they're not talking about absent as in just like literally not living in the house. But like if we're talking about absent as in like not being involved, not like giving a fuck type shit, then this is still pretty crazy. All right, racial and ethnic variations. In 2023, the share of children living in father-absent homes varies significantly by race and ethnicity. Now, before we get into this, I already know off the rip. Look at little bit black children and shit. top. Now, whether it's true or not, hey, I can't argue. I'm not really gonna argue that until I get into the facts, but I already know we're gonna put us at the top. Not saying it's race, some racial shit or whatever, but I feel like I already know where this shit's going, but whatever. Anyways, black children, 50%. Hispanic children, 29%. White children, 20%. Yeah, okay. Anyway, solo mothers. About 80% of single parent homes are led by mothers. Wow. Okay. Global comparison. The U.S. has the highest rate of children living in single parent households of any nation in the world. And all this, guys, is according to, or all this was in the time 2023. Now, that's just the first thing that popped up when I was searching all this up, kind of looking into it. Just to give you guys some of the knowledge. But I also want to go over one more little quick page real quick that I found. The subtitle is "The Father Absence Crisis in America. Research shows when a child is raised in a father absent home, they are affected in the following ways." Now it shows like a little map with the statistic or whatever. 17.6 million children, nearly 1 in 4, without a biological step or adoptive father at home. That number is high. 1 in 4. Damn. 25%. 25% of people live without a father at home. Now, again, I hope they're not just saying this as in just like the father just doesn't live there, but he's not present. If the father is active, but he doesn't live at home, then that's obviously different. But anyways, let's get into it. It says, so again, this is what they say, or this is how children are affected by having absent fathers at home or whatever. Greater risk of poverty, more likely to have behavioral problems, greater risk of greater risk of infant mortality, more likely to go to prison, more likely to commit crime, more likely to become pregnant as a teen, more likely to face abuse and neglect, more likely to abuse drugs and alcohol, more likely to suffer obesity, and last, more likely to drop out of school. So that's just a little statistics on that. Absent fathers in a kid's life. That says at home. But I'm taking that more so as just absent in a kid's life in general. You know what I mean? So just saying all that to say, bro, if you're out there and you're a dad, be a dad, bro. Like, I can't tell you what being a dad is, so you might look at me like, bro, blah, 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 you don't know. Well, nigga, you don't know either. Because you ain't in the kid's life. Bitch ass nigga. So, hey. I don't know, neither do you. So, if I need to shut the fuck up, your dumb ass needs to shut the fuck up too. But you need to shut the fuck up and take care of your little one or little ones. And I'll shut the fuck up and sit back and chill. But until you do that, I'm going to keep talking. All right. Oh, man. I feel like I just had to get it out the way. As you can tell, that was on my heart. Very heavy. Like, it's not just people on the internet, bro. It's people personally, people just, around, just in life in general. You see it more often than not. So that's why it's like, it's not just some random shit or something I'm just making up. It's like, what's up with y'all, man? What's up? We're off that. We are off that now. Another thing I wanted to get into, guys, was to succeed or grow more or to elevate. Sometimes, or really, you're going to have to invest money into this shit. You're going to have to invest time. You're going to have to risk getting laughed at. You're going to have to risk getting roasted. You're going to have to risk a motherfucker saying they hate everything and anything you do. Like, and that's what anything and everything you do. Whether it's just the music or the content shit. Or it's anything you do in entrepreneurship. Anything and everything you do, you're going to have to invest, and that's just what it is. A lot of people say sacrifice. I don't like that. I don't really like that shit. I don't really like thinking like that. In the terms of you have to sacrifice time. You have to I don't look at it like that because once you start thinking like that, then it's low-key pushing you further into other shit. Okay, well, sacrifice that, and then sacrifice that, and I feel I don't want to get deep in no rabbit hole or nothing. I don't want to. I'm not technically sacrificing shit. I'm giving my time and effort. I'm giving my energy. I'm giving my money to invest. I don't really like that sacrifice shit. But you do have to invest in yourself. You do have to invest in time and everything and so on and so forth. So, a lot of people will try to sell a dream, or a lot of people have a false reality that they're gonna be the biggest trapper, or fucking Frank Lucas, or El Chapo, or Pablo Escobar, or all this shit. Bro, this is 2025. There's so many cameras and surveillance around. That shit is. It ain't dead, because obviously people are going to do what they're going to do. But for the most part, that shit's dead. So if you're selling an eighth a day, a quarter a day, a half ounce or an ounce a day anyways, bro, truthfully, you need to get that shit up anyways, bro. That shit is OUT. Get a job, get into a trade school, do something like that. You don't have to be and this is no offense or whatever, but you don't have to be the 58-year-old that's doing what you're doing as a 20-year-old. You don't have to do that for your whole life. You can take that shit as a stepping stone, invest it to what you got to do, and then, invest in what you got to do for your career or business or whatever it may be, and then going from there. Earlier, I was saying that the fatherless, or the kids that like have an absent father or whatever the case may be, like fathers that don't take care of their kids sort of create these YNs. Which I wanted to kind of piggyback off of that earlier because I forgot to say that a lot of these YNs too, or kids that are just kind of causing mischief or trouble or whatever the case may be, they're just misguided, you know? It's just like a lot of them just go off of what they're saying on TV and hearing on the internet. So we can only really expect them to act from a place that they know of the internet. Like whatever they're saying on the internet, whatever they're doing on the internet is what they're believing to be real. So that's what they're doing. That's what they're living off of. That's their code. Their morals and principles are coming off of motherfuckers saying some shit on the internet, who in reality could be not even majority of people that are on the internet are pushing some fake narrative or facade ass lifestyle anyway. So it's like, you know. So a lot of them are just misguided, bro. A lot of them just don't have a sense of direction to where to go next, how to get to a better understanding of life, and just how to be more educated and more intelligent. A lot of these older niggas are hating on them too because they see the potential in these YNs. And they see these YNs or these young men are fearless, relentless, don't give a fuck about presenting themselves in a certain way in front of the man and all this shit. Like, bro, they just, they just living their life. Ruthless in the sense of, like, the mentality, like, it's just like, I don't give a fuck what they talking about. Like, I'm going to do me regardless. So I feel like a lot of older niggas, like, envy that. Have animosity towards that because it's like, oh, that's sick. That's in their heart what they want to do or what they want to be like, but they're just too stuck in their ways, or they don't want to lose what they had because of their age or whatever the case, so they're just too much of a fucking coward to where they have animosity towards a young man or the YN. So they don't teach the young men shit. They don't want to. They're like, nah, fuck that, blah, blah, blah. They got it, they get it, yada. So a lot of that shit comes from hate. And you can't really blame them because y'all ain't teaching them shit. Y'all acting scared just like the white folks is acting scared of them and shit. Call them YNs. You're a nigga calling another black person a young nigga, a YN. Looking at that, like, when people say and think of YN, they assume and think from the internet and all the shit that's been put out there that is just some super ruthless, violent, cold-blooded ass black dude with a ski mask. So when you older people out there are hating on them and also pushing that narrative that they're YNs and shit, it just puts more of a battery in their back to do the shit that they're doing, to be more bad, to still shoot niggas and then put in a diss on. Like, there's no guidance, bro. They have no guidance. Most of these niggas, like I said, are in homes with no dads, so they're turning up in every which way. Looking to gangs, looking at the homies for a father-like figure or whatever the fuck. So, you know, don't complain so much about these YNs that y'all talk about when y'all, the bitch ass niggas, creating them. So, my message to the young men out there: stay strong, man. Like I said, a lot of these older niggas are hating straight up. I ain't biting my tongue for shit. Like, a lot of them straight up don't want you to succeed. A lot of them straight up don't want you to elevate more than what they're doing because they feel like because of age or their time on this earth that they automatically deserve more respect than you. And that's not what it is. So keep doing your thing, keep grinding. And, you know, you don't have to respect people that don't respect you. That's stupid. If people don't respect you, fuck them. Now, don't do them harm. Don't do them bad if they're not coming at you in that type of way. But fuck them. Ignore them. Stop talking about these YNs, quote unquote. If you ain't doing shit but running away when you see them and acting like they're fucking terrorists. Teach them something. Educate them on something. Tell one of these little niggas to pick up a wrench or a screwdriver and, you know, do some, mount a TV or some shit. Change a tire, nigga. Do some shit like that. Stop being one of these dudes that's running away from these dudes. Acting scared. Like these other folks and shit, acting scary. Show these young niggas something, man. Coward ass niggas. Yeah. All right. Let's get more on a positive note. I feel like I've been kind of going off, kind of just. I mean, it's not even really negative though. You know, I feel like everything I've been saying. I'm not gonna say everything I've been saying is right. Everything I've been saying is right because people feel like, you know, anything as far as speech is subjective. Obviously, the stats I put up is facts, but everything else people feel like is subjective. But to be on a positive note, man, I'm gonna get into my top 5 albums right now that I'm currently slapping and listening to. Excuse me. That I think is something that you should listen to as well. So, when I say my top 5, I'm not saying these are the top 5 greatest albums of all time and history and all that other shit. So, don't come at me in the comments. Even if you do, I don't give a fuck. I'm with all the smoke. But this is just my top 5 albums as of right now. And this is from 2014 till now. So, just a year. And it could be a year and some change. Don't be like, oh, bro, it's a year and 2 months. It's still a year. So from 2024, from 2025, my top 5. No order. Number 1, again, no order. We're going to go with Why Lord. Why Lord by No Worries. That album, I fuck with it. Like, so many songs in that album, I still play on repeat to this day. I was just playing a song today. Like, that's just nuts. Number 2, Solace and the Vices. That's a new one by Bryson Tiller. He has bangers on that shit, bro. Bangers, bangers. And I've never really like. I'm not gonna say I didn't fuck with Bryson Tiller because he has some bangers like on Trap Soul. That's kind of really where I know him from, anyways. Just like Trap Soul and Chow. And I also fuck with him on Wait on It by Jeremiah. But yeah, this album right here, I heard a few songs. I'm like, okay, like I really like I don't know, I like his I feel like he has like his own like genre in a way. That's just dope. So I just fuck with that. Number 3, In Rhythm by Rex Life Raj. Now, he is a person that has been in my top 5 artist list for quite some time too. So that is somebody I fuck with as well. Rex Life Raj. In Rhythm, I have to go see him live eventually, soon. He's on tour currently at the moment, so I want to go see him. The I'm not sure the date, but I know it's in San Francisco. Me and my cousin want to go. We need to make that trip if I can get the days off for work. And the weather is all Gucci, which I'm pretty sure it is. Be good to see. Number 4, Doing It For Me by Larry June. That is another album I was listening to. Pure vibes. And I put that one on my list because that one is more so, that makes me want to like grind, get money, and just stay on my shit type of thing. You know, that makes me more so just want to like go out there and get it. So Doing It For Me by Larry June. That one is fire. And I couldn't think of a number 5. I couldn't really come up with a number 5. I could have said some. I could have said a few. I could have said Wild by Russ. You know. I think GNX dropped within a year. No, I think that was. No, yeah, maybe. I could have said GNX. I could have said, like I said, Wild by Russ. There were some other ones I was thinking about. I could have said, but I was like, I don't know. I don't know. There's so many albums, there's so much music dropping all the time. So I just went with an artist that I'm actually listening to currently that I feel like his music is fire as hell. Fire singles, fire videos and shit. Like, I'm like, damn, this dude is raw, man. But so number 5, like I said, is not an album, but rather an artist, and his name is Dylan Sinclair. So if you guys ever run across his page, listen to his music, just know you're in for some smooth shit, some vibe. It's R&B, but I like that shit's a vibe, man. I've been more so like in the R&B tip lately. I used to listen to a lot of rap, a lot of rap, but now more so. Probably sound like an old man, huh? But I'm still in my 20s, motherfuckers. But like, I'm getting more so just into the R&B, just because it puts me in a more mellow and a calm state. I like to be more mellow and calm before I make a plan or make a big decision or a big purchase or investment. Like, I just like to be calm, make sure everything is right, as they say, calm before the storm. So that's how I like it, So I mean, more of my R&B shit. Man, I don't know how long this video is currently, but I feel really good talking to you guys. Feel really good letting all this out. I'm gonna be, like I said earlier, I'm trying to be more professional, more, just more on point with my shit. I don't want to be all over the place. I don't want to just be doing random low budget ghetto ass things. Obviously, this isn't a million dollar studio with $1 million equipment, but it's a startup, something new, startup, something great. So, I'm pretty much saying all that to say too. The videos probably won't be as frequent. The episodes probably won't be as frequent. Not like I was dropping every day, anyways. But just for quality purposes and educational purposes too, because I don't want to just be on here talking about nothing. The videos will probably be once a week, something like that. I plan on dropping every Tuesday. That is my goal I have in my mind. I need to write it down so it's actually out there for real in the world and on Surface, on wax. Or, I guess recording would be on wax, but So I put it out there in the atmosphere. But that is my goal in my head. It's to drop an episode every Tuesday night and just kind of keep it consistent like that. But yeah, man, I just want to not always have an interview. I don't always want to talk hip hop. Sometimes I want to talk about some real shit. Sometimes I want to tell these bitch ass niggas to be a kid. To be a kid. They are kids. You kids need to be a kid, T. You niggas need to be a parent to your kid. All jokes aside, like for real. And that's one thing I don't like, and that kind of triggers me in a way when niggas aren't. When men aren't fathers to their kids. Whether the kid is a boy or a girl, you still need to be present in the kid's life. You don't have to live with the baby mama. You don't have to sleep with her, nothing like that. But be in the kid's life, care for the kid, love the kid, provide for the kid. And do everything you need to do. Guide these kids. Stop not being in kids' lives and then calling them YNs and shit. But just thinking you ain't there. Of course he's gonna act out. Of course she's gonna act out. Father left. No explanation, no nothing but your mom, your mom, your mom, your dad, your dad, your dad. To that bitch ass shit up. That shit's lame to me. And it'll always be lame. And I don't care how you feel about it. You can go in the comments, say whatever. You can go up to me and say whatever. It's not gonna go, however. that's. I'm not a tough guy, but I'm not gonna let you play in my face. That sounded crazy. What the fuck? Titty. Anyways, bro. That's just kind of the approach I wanted to go. More so, we can talk about real life things, hip hop things. I'm gonna get more so into like other shit too, movies, but talking about movies at least and things like that. But for now, just to kind of ease our way into things, let's start here. Before I let you guys go, before we get up out of here, there is a few words I wanted to teach you guys. Obviously, it's not really teaching because you've heard them before. Excuse me. But I wanted to get into the actual definition so you know what it is and you actually, just so you know what it is and you have a deeper understanding of it. And you don't just say it like other motherfuckers do. Now, we have all heard this word before, but the first word is awareness. Obviously, bro, I've heard awareness, so I know what that means. The quality or state of being aware. Knowledge and understanding that something is happening or exists. Some of you guys say that you're aware. We're self-aware. But you're still around a bunch of fucking snake savages and rats, raccoons, and buffoons. So, you ain't that fucking aware or know really what it is. So, number 2 is another thing that we have all heard and probably know, but it is legitimate. Now, let's see. Legitimate. Being exactly as intended or presented, neither spurious nor false. Now, just to get into it, spurious real quick. Or actually, hold up, before that. So being exactly as intended or presented. Don't be scamming. Don't be... Well, I'm not going to say... Yeah. Don't be putting out a false narrative. Don't be doing fake shit. And the last word is spurious. As I said, it was in the definition legitimate, being exactly as intended or presented, neither spurious nor false. And just so you guys know, I'm not saying this shit wrong. I'll play it.
Spurious.
Spurious. Not being what it purports to be, false or fake. Basically just false or fake. So when they're saying legitimate, neither spurious nor false, just being real, being authentic. If you say you have a business, that means it's an actual business, not some bullshit or some crime or organization shit. I really just wanted to bring up those 3 words because it's not really me teaching you. It's more so just the words of the day. You know? I want you to be aware of your surroundings, aware of who you're around, what you're around, and how you're doing shit. I want you to have a legitimate business. I want you to have a legit relationship with your partner, with your friends. I want it to all be legit and not something you're just doing for the cameras or for the sake of some personal gain shit. You know? And spurious, I really just added that word because it just fell under the definition with legitimate. So I just want to give you guys more context of that word since they put it into legitimate. But yeah, just pretty much don't be fake. Don't put out false claims or false narratives, rumors. Just, you know, be authentic, be you, and be real with yourself. Be real with those around you. Don't give your all to everybody, though. You know, I'm not saying that. I will not ever promote no shit like that. Don't just give your all to everybody. Don't ever do nothing like that. If that's one thing you take from me, is don't just, you know, give everybody all of you. But, yeah. This has been a good one, man. I hope I haven't been too boring. I feel like I'm kind of hella monotone, just hella like too relaxed. But I just wanted to make this more so, you know, a chill episode. Just kind of talk some shit. Tell these bitch ass niggas to watch their kids. Oh yeah, watch your ass. Bro, I be putting that on my Instagram story, and my sister told me my grandma was like, he needs to stop saying that. He needs to stop telling people wash their ass. But it's just something I be saying, like, wash your ass, bro. Ain't no wrong. Be safe. Tell yourself that you're proud of yourself for everything from everything you've been through, for sticking with the plan. Everything that you're going through is just a lesson to learn from. It sounds cliche as fuck, but that's real. Stay safe. Excuse me, I keep burping. Jeez. Stay safe, and if nobody has told you, I love you, I'm proud of you. You have come a long way. You have been through a lot in your life. You've done a lot in your life, and you're not alone. A lot of the times you feel alone. A lot of the times you feel like nobody's there for you. You have no helping hand. Your world's falling apart. And every time it seems to rain, somebody pokes holes in your umbrella. But you can get through it. You've always been through it. You've always got through it because you're still here and you're watching this video. So, I'm proud of you, honestly. You know who you are. You're watching this right now. I love you. You're a dope person. You're a dope human being. Keep doing your shit. And that's for everybody that's watching this shit. Not just one person, but everybody that's watching this right now. You got it. You've been through too much to quit now. Fuck that. I won't allow you. I'll pull up on your ass, man. Not to fight, though. I'll pull up on you with a drink, and if you don't drink, I'll pull up on you with some food or soda, juice, water. We could talk it out. But I can't let you go. Not like that. You can't. One thing I don't promote is suicide. I don't condone suicide. If you ever feel like you need help or need to talk to somebody, reach out to me on one of my social medias. Just rewind the video to the beginning where I plugged all my stuff in, or you can just go to the links down below in this video and you can reach out to me on social media. But again, I love you guys. I'm the host, PAIDLEE. I don't have my nails painted today. I'm about to actually do that right now after this video ends. I've been holding it off for too long. I'm like, I need to hurry up and just start recording. Because I was actually supposed to record hours ago, but here we are. But I love you guys. Like, subscribe, share this video, and comment your favorite moment about this video. If this video has any significance to you, let me know down below. Again, PAIDLEE, episode 48. Not for the week. Yes, sir.
Beat me down once before. Tie me to this mental road. Running, fighting, moving through the highs and lows. Beat me down once before. Tie me to this mental road. Running, fighting, moving through the highs and lows.